Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! This is truly incredible. The love and support I've received for Descendants and Zombies videos is unlike anything that I've ever experienced in my lifetime. And I say this because I may have just been a guy who loved Kylie Control so much. I thought there was no room for any criticism directed towards Kylie Control in any conversation. And I think that if we're going to talk about Kylie Control, we should talk about Kylie Control in a way that she's been forever and always meant to be talked about. I think that her political point of view being in the conversation, her relationship point of view, I think that that is completely up to Kylie Control. And I think that Kylie Control is a beautiful person no matter what way you choose to look at her. I think that she's received her fair share of criticism, and she's been able to shy away from that criticism because of fans who have loved and supported her from the very beginning. And because you guys have loved and supported Kylie Control from the very beginning, you guys have deserved the best videos that anybody could ever upload to a YouTube channel. I love recording these videos about Descendants and Zombies because I don't only get to talk about Descendants and Zombies, I got the honor of meeting so many wonderful fans of Descendants and Zombies. I had that honor bestowed upon me as a YouTube creator. And as a YouTube creator, there comes a lot of responsibility to providing your audience with the content they love and they appreciate. And for this niche, this is the greatest honor of my life to talk about Descendants and Zombies behind this microphone. Because I think that with talking about Descendants and Zombies, obviously there's a certain pride and a certain passion that goes with talking about everything related to it. So you could be talking about Reya, Skye, you could be talking about Kylie Control, but can we please for once at least talk about Kylie Control the way she's forever and always meant to be talked about, in Reya, Skye too? Because Reya, Skye is a beautiful person no matter what way you choose to look at her or perceive her, because she is just beautiful. She is just so talented, she is so vibrant, and she's so exuberant. Exuberant is a word that is very, out there, I know, to a lot of people, but exuberant is a word that really describes Reya, Skye because she is just a beautiful person no matter what way you choose to look at her. And I think that her music is in the right place, her heart's in the right place, and undeniably she's a beautiful person. I think that she's going to do a tremendous job carrying on the legacy of the Zombies franchise no matter what way you choose to look at her or perceive her. I think that her songs Gold's Gone, Can't Fake It, and this new song Snow Angels is going places and going to take Reya, Skye places that she never ever imagined possible for her. I think that she belongs in that conversation about who is the next Taylor Swift. I know we forever hear about Ariana Grande, we forever hear about Sabrina Carpenter, but I think that Reya, Skye belongs in that conversation because you look at Taylor Swift's career and how rapid fire ascension Taylor Swift was. I mean, Taylor Swift in 2008 came out with this debut single, Tim McGraw, and nobody ever thought that Taylor Swift was going to amount to the superstar that she became, worth over $1.5 billion in revenue. But I think that Reya, Skye belongs in that conversation because of how much talent she has brought forth to the Zombies franchise as this character Nova. Not just as the character Nova, but as a person. Because at the Worlds Collide Tour, she made you feel a part of something special. She gave you the opportunity to be a part of something special. And it was just as special to her as it was to you. And I think the love and respect that Reya, Skye showed to each and every one of you, the feeling was really mutual because at every venue at the Worlds Collide Tour, Reya, Skye was so appreciative of you being there. And I think that because she was so appreciative of you being there, I think the more love and support that we show her is going to take her places unbeknownst to anybody. I think that she's a wonderful person, and I think that if we're going to post videos about Reya, Skye, we should post videos with incentive. We should post videos with a creative mind and an open heart and an open mind. And I think that we should never prepare anything before we talk about Kylie Control and Reya, Skye, because that's what makes these videos so special, is having the honor to talk about Kylie Control and Reya, Skye, because I love doing it. I love recording videos with my thoughts in it on Descendants and Zombies. I love giving you predictions and theories on where I think that the franchises are headed, because the Zombies franchise, you can present so many storylines in the Zombies franchise because of the aura of Supernatural. The aura of Supernatural dates back hundreds of years. So because the history of supernatural characters and creatures dates back hundreds of years, there are so many storylines alone for zombies and vampires and werewolves that you can have in this franchise that it's truly unbelievable. Do you guys remember the TV series, The Vampire Diaries, and how many storylines were presented throughout the course of 7 seasons? I mean, there was so much done in that franchise. I mean, Stefan and Caroline's marriage Damon and Elena's relationship and all the trials and tribulations that existed in that. The thing was, there were so many storylines and so much of an opportunity to create with the Vampire Diaries and so many storylines that were presented. And I think that in this generation of Disney fans, you can have so much of an opportunity to create with the Descendants of Zombies franchise. I think that never enough nice things can be said about Freya Skye. Never enough nice things can be said about Kylie Cantrell. And that what gives me great joy and great honor in creating each and every one of these videos, because I approach these videos with incentive. I do it with an open heart and an open mind. I never know what I'm going to say. I never pre-write anything. I never pre-record anything. I just push record and I speak from my heart about Kylie Cantrell. And I may have just been a guy who had the biggest crush in the world on Kylie Cantrell, but I want Kylie Cantrell to know that the love and support has always and forever been there for her on this YouTube channel, and it will forever and always remain on this YouTube channel within the hearts of the people who have ever subscribed here. I think that criticism is an awful thing. I have never wanted to criticize anybody. I have always wanted to review things with a positive mind, and I think that reviewing things with a positive mind results in a better outcome, which means that you'll get better comments, you'll get better videos, you'll get better reactions, and I think that because you do it with an open heart and an open mind, it's very unpredictable what's going to happen, because I don't know what's going to happen in the Zombies franchise. You guys know more about the Zombies franchise than I ever have hosting the show. It's just an honor for me to be here to talk about Descendants of Zombies. And every single time that I log on to this YouTube channel and I see the analytics that don't lie to me about how 4 or 5, 6 people subscribe every hour to this YouTube channel, it is truly unbelievable and unparalleled to anything that I've ever experienced in my lifetime. I will never forget, no matter where I go or what becomes of me from here on out, I will never forget the profound impact that Descendants of Zombies has had on my heart. And I say this with an open heart and an open mind because I don't know where I'm headed, but I want to take each and every one of you with me. No matter if that's the D23 Expo, where I'm honored as the greatest legend of all time, I will go down in history for being the greatest legend of all time because of each and every one of you. And I never ever want you to forget that. I have had a greater appreciation for the fans of Descendants of Zombies in every video that I've ever recorded about Freya Skye, Kylie Cantrell, predictions about Descendants of Zombies. I have loved every single moment that I ever had the chance to be a part of something special. It was undeniable that at the age of 13, I was going to go on to be a part of something special, but I never imagined that it would come in the form of Descendants of Zombies and talking about the franchises that you guys have loved so much. Because you guys talk about Kylie Cantrell and Freya Skye with such passion and such heart and such dedication. I mean, you believe in Descendants of Zombies. So because you believe in Descendants of Zombies, that doesn't give anybody the right to come on their YouTube channel and post a video of criticism about Kylie Cantrell, let's say a music video like See You Tonight. See You Tonight was a beautiful music video. Whatever way you chose to look at it, it was a beautiful music video through and through, 10s across the board. And she had a special thank you to every one of her friends, Keanu Romero, Malia Baker, who made appearances in that music video. And she was just so appreciative of that music video. And whatever way you chose to look at it, she was a beautiful girl in that music video, and she had such incentive with that music video, and everything that she had a chance to create, from the character Red in Descendants, to Tony in High School Musical, to Bizarre, Raven, and Tessa. I think that she is a wonderful, wonderful human being. And I think that if we're going to post videos about Kylie Cantrell, we should post videos with that same incentive and that same kind of creative direction that she's taken us in. She's taken us on an incredible ride, and I think that because of characters like Red and Descendants, I think that she's going to go on to set aspirations and goals for herself that she's going to achieve. And I think that we have had our dreams become more of a reality than ever before because of what Kylie Cantrell has taught us. The value and appreciation that goes with time, and of course the consequences of time travel and friendships that she's had with Malia Baker and Keanu Romero, which was more evident than ever before in that music video, See You Tonight. I remember this girl with a gap in her teeth on YouTube posting videos about Sam and Cat, and I was the biggest Sam and Cat fan and Ariana Grande fan in the world. There is no denial ever coming from me about that, having been an Ariana Grande fan. Guys, I thought she was the coolest girl ever on Victorious and Sam and Cat. I thought Cat Valentine was an adorable character. I fell in love with her instantly, and I think that if we're going to post videos about Ariana Grande, we should post videos of Ariana Grande with promise and hope for the foreseeable future, like Wicked for Good. Because I think that if we're going to review things like Wicked, we should review things like Wicked with an open heart and an open mind, and we never know what we're going to say. I love the Wicked franchise so much, and I love Ariana Grande so much. So when I saw Kylie Cantrell reviewing Ariana Grande with such praise and such promise, I said, you know, God love this girl. And I supported her YouTube channel. It was inspired by Hello Kitty. And I've talked about the Hello Kitty store in the mall, which is 5 minutes away from me. I'd love to take Kylie Cantrell there because she drew such inspiration from the show Hello Kitty. I think everybody at some point or some form or another in their lifetime has drawn inspiration from the Hello Kitty franchise. But I remember watching this show, and I remember Kylie Cantrell sitting on her bed reviewing the shows Victorious and Sam and Cat and saying, you know, this girl had it. And what I mean by it is she had beauty, she had finesse, and she did everything with such heart and such dedication that if there ever was a girl who deserved an opportunity to really take something and run with the ball from Nickelodeon and Disney, it was Kylie Cantrell. I mean, we talk about people like Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez and the profound amount of success they achieved from working with the Disney company. But Kylie Cantrell is in a class of her own. Kylie Cantrell is a part of a generation of Disney stars that will never ever be seen or witnessed ever again. So because these stars will never ever be seen or witnessed again, I think these are moments that are meant to be enjoyed by fans of Disney and Nickelodeon likewise, and I think that because these are moments that are forever and always meant to be enjoyed, that's what makes it so appreciative of me to sit behind this microphone to talk about people like Kylie Cantrell, because there is no room in the conversation for criticism about Kylie Cantrell. If you're going to criticize Kylie Cantrell, there's the door, and don't let it hit you on the way out. I think that we need to show more love and support than ever before for these Descendant stars, and I think that never enough love and support can be shown for them, because they have had that same amount of love and support for each and every one of you. It is undeniable the passion that goes with talking about Descendants of Zombies, and I just wish that more people who uploaded videos about Descendants of Zombies, you know, perceived it the same way that I do, and looked at it the same way that I do, because every single time that I push record, I never know what I'm going to say. I never know what I'm going to say, but the thing is, I'm just so appreciative of everybody who converged as a part of this YouTube channel and was brought together because of the passion that we share for Descendants of Zombies. 10s across the board, beautiful music videos for Christmas likewise. Red Christmas last year was beautiful, and this one, Snow Angels, is just as beautiful. I think that Freya Skye did a fabulous job, and she is so talented. Hey, by the way, does anyone ever notice that the British singers, they never sound British when they sing? And Freya Skye is one of the latest ones to be able to do that in such a phenomenal way. I think she's captivated millions of people. And I think that because she's captivated millions of people, she doesn't deserve to be criticized. I mean, every one of her songs is a hit. And I think that when you talk about people like Taylor Swift, that same comparison can be used for Freya Skye, because she is going to be a superstar. She's definitely, undeniably, going to be the next pop star that we talk about and we see from Disney. And that's what's so exciting to be a fan of this, is because Freya Skye has just come from out of nowhere, and she has so much promise affiliated with her. So because she has so much promise affiliated with her, I think we should, you know, have incentive with talking about Freya Skye and post positive reviews of Freya Skye, perhaps more so than ever before. I really do love music videos like Red and Space Between and Rotten to the Core and Ways to be Wicked. I think that these songs really have captivated us and really, you know, put our lives in perspective and have really changed our lives in so many emphatic ways. I remember when Shown Like a Villain in 2017 went to the top 100 Billboard charts, and people were playing it on syndicated radio. And I remember hearing that song for the first time ever, and thinking about my own life, and for the first time ever, I was able to put my life into perspective because of what Shown Like a Villain offered to me, how I felt inspired by that song. And, you know, perhaps it has something to do with how I'm a huge fan of musicals like Wicked for Good and the original Wicked and The Sound of Music. But I've always been a fan of musicals. And I think it has something to do with how Disney just had a greater appreciation for musicals and how Disney was able to bring musicals to life like High School Musical. I mean, nobody ever thought that High School Musical will amount to the heights of superstardom like it did. But it was because of Vanessa Hudgens, Ashley Tisdale, and Zac Efron and what they offered to that franchise. It was an incredible movie. Eventually it ended up on the big screen and in IMAX. I went to the theatrical premiere of High School Musical 3 senior year, and I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was one of the most beautiful productions that Disney had ever collaborated on. I thought Kenny Ortega was fantastic, and I think he was just as fantastic in Descendants. I think that, people were really looking for an opportunity to really break out. And Descendants of Zombies offered that opportunity to people like Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson, because more people know who Dove Cameron and Sophia Carson are than ever before because of what Descendants of Zombies offered to them. I mean, the Descendants role for Evie was Sophia Carson's first major role. And I think that ever since, breaking out as a star as Evie in Descendants, she's had more opportunities like Purple Hearts and, of course, Adventures in Babysitting with Sabrina Carpenter. She starred in both a music video and that franchise with Sabrina Carpenter. So I think that is fantastic. And I think that being the niece of Nancy Cartwright from Simpsons fame and Rugrats fame was also something that benefited Sabrina Carpenter likewise. But I think that the same 3 or 4 celebrities has always been the center of the conversation and what the conversation seems to revolve around. Like, for instance, I've been reading a lot of rumors about how Sabrina Carpenter is supposed to be in this live-action Alice in Wonderland adaptation for the first time in years. I think this is the first time since 2011 at least that they've done a live-action Alice in Wonderland, and Sabrina Carpenter reportedly is going to be starring in this one. I don't know how I feel about Sabrina Carpenter. I think that it's really been, a consistent habit of having Sabrina Carpenter revolve around playing Rapunzel and Alice in Wonderland and Alice in Wonderland. I think more focus needs to be on the stars that matter, and obviously right now it's been more apparent to me than ever before that people like Kylie Cantrell and Freya Skye are who matter in the conversation, because they're obviously teen idols. I remember years ago when Hilary Duff was a huge teen idol, and she's getting back into the music scene and the swing of things for the first time in over 10 years. Reportedly she's going on tour with her debut single. I think that there is so much of a conversation about the same 3 or 4 celebrities, and I remember how Hilary Duff was kind of in that conversation years ago. And I'm really appreciative of just how these celebrities are put in front of us and they explode overnight and they become superstars overnight because of the love and support they receive from fans. I mean, you guys showed up at the Worlds Collide Tour with such incentive and such a creative mind. And that's what made me so appreciative of having the chance to review the Worlds Collide Tour, because of each and every one of you. I felt inspired by the Worlds Collide Tour. I felt inspired by Descendants. I love the music. I love the script, because oftentimes when you don't have music to fall back on, you have a powerful script. And Descendants was the first musical to present both a powerful script and a powerful melody that fit perfectly together. I mean, the star power, the music, the script, it was beautiful. It was beautifully done. And, a lot of people wonder, how Jonathan Clarke can create so many wonderful videos about Descendants of Zombies. Well, it's really easy to create so many wonderful videos about Descendants of Zombies. All you got to do is just feel inspired by Descendants of Zombies and, be on case in point with Descendants of Zombies. You just don't tell everybody why you're a fan of Descendants of Zombies. Explain to your audience why you're a fan of Descendants of Zombies. I think it had everything to do with the music and the star power of the original cast, the new vibe that people like Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner and Malia Baker brought to the franchise, because they took something that started as a whisper and blew it up into a global phenomenon. The love and support that I have received for every video that I've ever uploaded to this YouTube channel is truly unparalleled to anything that I've ever experienced in my lifetime, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that. No matter how you choose to look at Kylie Cantrell or Freya Skye, they are 10s across the board, and I think that more nice things need to be said about your favorite stars, because the more nice things that we can say about them will give them incentive to keep on creating for us in the foreseeable future, because there is a future, regardless of how you choose to look at it, for Descendants of Zombies. I know a lot of people are very critical and very to the point about how they feel about Descendants of Zombies. I've heard enough reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb.com about how people felt about the original trilogy. I remember within hours of Descendants' premiere back in 2015, the same night Bunk premiered, and people took to Rotten Tomatoes and they were writing all these critical reviews about Descendants, not wanting to give it much of a chance. And they did the same thing for Zombies. The Place to Be music video was criticized beyond belief. And I took to my YouTube channel and I reviewed music videos like the Place to Be music video with such incentive, because I really did believe that Place to Be and Don't Mess With Us were music videos that were going to take zombies to places that had never been before. And thousands of people watched every video that I ever uploaded to this YouTube channel, and I have each and every one of you to thank because of that. So from my heart to yours, thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown every video that I've ever uploaded on this YouTube channel. I can't even believe it or put it into words myself, because this is the greatest honor of my life, or the greatest chance that any YouTuber could ever have been presented with to talk about Descendants of Zombies. Not just to talk about Descendants of Zombies, but to have met so many incredible fans who have felt inspired by the franchises in the same way or the same light, the same spotlight, if you would, that you were. It's just really incredible. And I've talked about everything from TV shows to video games to movies that never really just felt right to me. But Descendants of Zombies fit perfectly with the niche that I was trying to attract. And because Descendants of Zombies fit perfectly with the niche that I was trying to attract, I just woke up one day randomly at random with 500 subscribers. It happened overnight. I uploaded one Dove camera video and got such a huge reaction for it. And I just kept on uploading Dove camera videos, Descendants videos, and Zombies videos here or there. I'd go to Booster Juice, upload the video with no promotion, and come home with probably 10 subscribers to a time. It's truly unbelievable. And guys, shout out to every YouTuber out there. You should be making more Descendants of Zombies videos with such incentive and such a inspiring attitude. Because the more inspiring of an attitude you have with every video that you ever upload, the further it will take you, and you will go places with your YouTube channel. Shout out to every YouTube creator. You should be uploading more Descendants of Zombies videos, and I really wish that was the case. But unfortunately for us, there are never enough Descendants of Zombies videos uploaded, and if they are uploaded, they're just videos of fake trailers or spoilers that have never really made any sense, a creative direction that really has never made any sense to me at all. So the one thing I prided myself on is doing everything with an open heart and an open mind, hoping that I'm going to make people feel inspired through every video that I've ever uploaded to this YouTube channel with over 85,000 channel views as of this morning. Thank you so much for the over 85,000 channel views and the over 3,000 plus subscribers. It's truly unbelievable to me. And every single time that I check the analytics, I'm always checking the trends, like the fashion trends, the dolls, everything. And you guys are always YouTubing, when is Zombies 5 coming out, Descendants 5, but Wonderland's release date? I wish I had the answer to these questions, because I've said many times over this microphone that I'm just a fan like each and every one of you. And I think that's what makes this so fun and just so appreciative of the moment, is I'm just a fan like each and every one of you. And I can only offer you my predictions on what direction I think the plot is headed in, what kind of characters will come in and out of the franchise, because we've seen many of them. And I, for one, believe that Ruby Rose Turner's story with Descendants is far from over. It's been told. It may have been told, but it never was completed. So I think that because it may have been told and never was completed, there still is a chance that that door could be more widely open than ever before for Ruby to re-emerge in the Descendants franchise, because you could have found something for Ruby to do in present-day Wonderland. If Descendants 5 Book Wonderland is focusing on present-day Wonderland and the Kingdom Cup games finding their way into Auradon and all these characters coming from Princess and the Frog and Encanto, you could have went back in time in the first 10 minutes of the movie, found something for Ruby to do, and even if you couldn't have, you could have repackaged her as the son or daughter of Rapunzel, or Rapunzel herself, because Ruby's been very open about wanting to play Rapunzel in the live-action Tangle, but for some reason, some unexplained reason, Sabrina Carpenter's name keeps popping up for Alice in Wonderland and the Tangled live actions. Why? Can we give someone more of a chance like Ruby Rose Turner to see what she can do, give her creative freedom, and see what she can offer to a franchise like Tangled? Because I believe in Ruby Rose Turner. I think that she could bring a character like Rapunzel to life more than ever before. She's incredibly beautiful. I've never felt more inspired by anybody than I have Ruby Rose Turner. And I think that if we're going to post videos about people, we should be saying something nice about them. And I think that there's way too much criticism in every conversation that happens for your favorite Descendants of Zombies stars. Forgive me, but I don't think that's the right way to perceive Descendants of Zombies, because more of a chance needs to be taken on these franchises. So if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I would love for you to be a part of this conversation. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and to ring my bell to stay up to date with notifications for everything happening on this YouTube channel. I've already uploaded 2 podcasts today, and it's only bright and early. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you've shown this YouTube channel. I can never seem to put into words how appreciative I am of each and every single person who has ever taken a chance on me when you really didn't have to. This has become the most popular Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel in the world, and I have each and every one of you to thank for that, because I don't know where I'd be in the world today without each and every one of you. Probably somewhere in the world I didn't want to be on, some assignment I didn't want to be sent out on. But I have the opportunity now to sit home in front of this microphone in this chair and talk about Descendants of Zombies with each and every one of you, because of each and every one of you who feel very passionate about Descendants of Zombies. And that's what makes being a YouTuber all worth it to me. When the Snow Angels music video premiered just a couple of days ago on November 14th, I was so appreciative of that moment, because I got to share in that moment with each and every one of you. And we have had the opportunity to create and share in so many wonderful moments because we feel very passionate about Descendants of Zombies, and that's what's so cool about being a fan of these franchises. We're so supportive of it. We love it so much, and we're going to continue to be very supportive of it in that foreseeable future, because indeed there is a future for Descendants and Zombies, and perhaps we should start believing in that future more than we ever had before. So I just want to say thank you so much to all the love and support that I've received for these videos on this YouTube channel. It never ceases to amaze me how incredibly supportive everybody is of this YouTube channel who has ever subscribed here, and if you have not subscribe to this YouTube channel, you are missing out on an incredible opportunity to be a part of something special, because I think everybody wants to be a part of something special. Undeniably, I was going to be a part of something special, but I never thought it would come in the form of talking about Descendants and Zombies. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you've shown every video that I've ever uploaded here on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this video and loving Descendants and Zombies as much as you have over the last decade. It's been an incredible decade and a journey and an experience that I know I will never ever forget, because I got to share in these moments with each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. Life is sweeter when all of us are. Stay calm and zombie on into that foreseeable future, because there is a future for Descendants and Zombies regardless of how a critic may feel about it. The fan support for Descendants and Zombies is truly undeniable, and that's more evident than ever before because of the love and support that you guys have shown every video that I've ever uploaded on this YouTube channel. Stay calm and zombie on into that foreseeable future, everybody. We will talk again in just a few short hours from now. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke. Thank you so much for having watched this video.